Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the sun salutations. This morning or today we're just going to do a couple of sun salutations to warm the body up. This is especially if you haven't got a lot of time to fit in a yoga class, just to make sure that everything's gotten a workout before you get going in the day, or even if it's in the nighttime, so that you don't lose the flow of practicing yoga. So let's always start just with our legs crossed in a comfortable, easy seat, in a comfortable cross-legged position. If you can, your ankle heel in a straight line with your pubis. Otherwise, as comfortable as you can be in a cross-legged position. Back up nice and straight, tailbone slightly tucked in, rib cage tucked in. Place the back of your hands onto your knees. Bring your thumb and index finger together and feel the crown of your head start to move up towards the sky as your shoulders move away from your ears. Let's just rock from side to side, tapping into our sitting bones and finding our center. Once you've got your center, feel the back of your neck opening up, the crown of your head moving up. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you breathe out, close your eyes, and just for a few moments sit in your center space. Find your center point. Tap into your breath. Let your elbows rest or hang there organically, the back of your hands on your knees. A nice firm connection between your thumb and your index finger. Shoulders moving away from your ears. Your knees are relaxed. Your chin should be parallel to the floor and your eyelids resting gently over your eyeballs. Become aware of your breath as you draw breath in through your nostrils and out, keeping your mouth closed. Start to become quiet. As you inhale, expand your belly, ribcage, chest, and as you breathe out, contract your belly, ribcage, and chest. Breathe in, expand into a full body, belly, ribcage, chest, and exhale. Contract your belly, ribcage, and chest. Allow your breathing to be deep and quiet. As you take a few moments to set an intention for this class, whether it be physical, to strengthen, to stretch, to heal, emotional, to find peace and remove anxiety or stress or angst. Maybe there's something intellectually that's bothering you, something that you want assistance with. Now's a good time to ask. Just set your intention, and when you've stated your intention clearly in your minds, release that intention into the womb of creation. Release it into this class. If you're not sure of an intention to set for yourself, you can always send healing energy and life force through this yoga, through your practice, to somebody who might need healing, even just to the world. Deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in. Let's open our eyes and lift our arms all the way up above our heads, stretching your arms up, palms of your hands facing each other. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, tuck your rib cage in, tailbone in. Inhale. As you exhale, open your arms out at shoulder height. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Let's place the right hand down on the mat, left arm up. Inhale and exhale over to the right side. Left fingertips moving up to the ceiling, to the corners of your room. Left sitting bone, left tailbone moving down. Breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, left arm up, left arm down, right arm up. Move your right fingertips towards the corners of your room. Right tailbone moving down to the mat. Feel that beautiful stretch, a beautiful opening into the right side of your body. Breathe in and come back to center. And let's flow just for a few minutes from the one side, dropping your right shoulder away from your ears, left fingertips moving up to the sky. Breathe in, come to center, and exhale over to the other way. Drop your left shoulder down, right shoulder moving away from your ears, fingertips up to the sky, to the corners of the room, right sitting bone down, opening up into the right side of the body. One more. Inhale, center, and exhale over to the right side, opening up into the left side of the body. Stretch and inhale deeply, and exhale, come back to center. Breathe in and exhale over to the left, dropping that left shoulder down, right fingertips moving up, right sitting bone moving down. Open up into the right side of the body. Deep breath in and exhale, come back to center. Excellent. Right, let's move into box. Before we go into the down dogs and into the sun salutations, we just want to make sure that our bodies are warm and ready. Remember the box? Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide apart, palms of your hands pressing firmly into the mat. Your knees are directly underneath your hips. If you look between your knees, you should not be able to see your feet, and your back and neck are in a straight line, eyeballs facing down unless you have to check the video, but otherwise your neck is in a straight line. From here we're going to breathe into happy cat. Drop the belly down, tailbone up. Move the back of your head towards your tailbone. Your shoulders move back and down. You want to feel as if your tailbone and your head are trying to touch. Open up into the throat. Move your shoulders away. Feel that stretch into the lower back. And breathe in. And let's exhale into angry cat. Pressing into the palms of your hands. Knaping the kegels. Tightening those muscles that stop you from going to make a wee. Pulling into the belly. Pressing into the back body as if you were trying to push porcupine quills out of your back. Tuck your chin in. Lock your throat. Hold it. Breathe and hold. Let's inhale as we move forward into happy cat. As we warm up the spine, open up into the throat. Drop your spine all the way down. Move your tailbone and your head to touch one another. And press into the palms of your hands. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to round your back again, tucking your chin in, knaping the kegels, pressing into the palms, growing lighter through your arms and your legs, really pressing into that back body. Now from here, let's breathe in and come back to center. Nice square box. Tuck your toes in. Press into the toe pads, the pads of your toes. Press in and feel the necks of your toes stretching. From here, we're going to move into a baby dog. Your hands are pressed down firmly on the mat. Toes are pressing firmly into the mat. You're on the balls of your heels. We're going to breathe in and come up into a baby dog. So your knees are bent. Your belly should almost be resting on your knees. You're balancing on the toes and the balls of your feet. Your head is hanging down loosely, pressing into the palms of your hands and pushing back. From here, hold it and breathe 2 breaths. You should start to feel it working into your legs. Breathe in and out. Let's come up onto our tippy toes and then start to drop your heels down to the mat. You may need to walk your hands out a little bit in front of you. Walk your legs out. Just gauge that by your own height. And let's come up onto the balls of our toes. So the weight now is on the wrists or in the palms of our hands. And now we're going to start moving the weight back. Move the weight back. Lift your tailbone up to the sky. Drop your heels down to the mat. Press into the palms of your hands. Your middle finger is facing forward. Fingers spread wide apart. If at any point you get tired holding this pose, please come down into child pose. Knees apart, bum to heels, and rest your forehead on the mat. If you can hold it there a little bit longer, let's just work into that alignment. And if you have had a rest, please come back up and join us in the down dog. Tailbone up, heels moving down. You should feel an intense stretch in the back of your legs. Your head is hanging down loosely, and your shoulders are still moving away from your ears and towards one another in the back body. Breathe and hold your down dog. Another deep breath in, nose breathing only unless you've got a cold. Look between your hands now. We are going to step or walk our hands towards our feet. Until your feet come directly underneath your hips, you shouldn't be leaning backwards. Just check your alignment, that your hips are over your ankles, your head hanging down loose. I'd like you now to bend your knees and reverse swan all the way up. Big open arms, bring the palms of your hands together. Inhale and bring your hands down into Namaste. From here, we're going to move through a couple of sun salutations. So we're going to start off, you're going to face the long way on your mat. I just want to show you mountain pose. Your legs are nice and strong and tight and engaged. Your kneecaps are locked. Your buttocks is nice and tight. Feet are pressed firmly down into the mat. So you're facing the short end of your mat. Feet are pressed down firmly. Spread your toes wide apart. Engage your leg muscles, your kneecaps and your buttocks. Pull your bellies in, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Arms are nice and strong and muscular. Chin parallel to the floor. We're going to take a nice big breath and open our arms all the way up above our head. Breathe in. Watch to keep those shoulders moving away from your ears. The tendency is to pull them up. Drop your shoulders down. Breathe in. And as you exhale, we're going to swan dive all the way down into a forward standing bend. You do not have to worry about touching the floor. I want your knees straight. You go down as far as you can and you let your head hang down. If you're able to go as far as the mat, that's great. Just watch your alignment. You're not leaning back. Your hips should be over your ankles. From here, we're going to breathe into a horizontal back. Your legs are still straight. So we're breathing in, your back comes horizontal. You can place your hands on your calves, on your knees, move your shoulders away from your ears. Check your alignment, breathe into a horizontal back. Inhale and exhale, fold forward again. Now inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees and place your hands down on the mat. Place them just in front of your feet, press into your hands, and from here we're going to step back into our down dog. So we've done the alignment for the down dog. We're going to go through it again. Press into the palms of your hands. Fingers spread wide apart, middle finger facing forward. Tailbone moves up to the sky, heels move down to the mat, and now let your head hang down loosely. Your chest is moving towards your thighs, and your shoulders are moving away from your ears. Breathe and hold. With every out breath, move your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs to increase the stretch. Listen to your bodies. If you need to rest, come down into child pose. Another 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhale. We're going to look between our hands, and as we exhale, we're going to come forward into plank, a nice, long, straight, strong plank. Your shoulders are above your wrists. You're balancing on the balls of your feet. You're in a nice straight line, so we're not sagging like a valley or butts up like a mountain. We are in a nice, strong, straight plank. Engage your leg muscles, engage your belly, engage your arms. This is a strong, muscular pose. Engage it, hold it tight, and remember to breathe deeply. Okay, after the next in-breath, we're going to exhale down into the yoga push-up and down onto the mat. Now don't get too comfy here. We're pushing up into cobra. So from the plank, we inhale, exhale down and up into cobra. Cobra, hands pressing firmly down into the mat. Shoulders moving back and down. Open up into your chest. Open up into your throat. Tighten the buttock muscles, tighten your leg muscles, and open up and breathe. Another deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck your toes under. We're going to move all the way back into our down dog. Just watch those feet. You might need to realign so that you've got the right length. You're pressing into your hands again. Your head is dropping down. Tailbone moving up, heels moving down to the mat, chest moving towards your thighs. Breathe and hold your down dog as you feel yourself growing lighter, strengthening your wrists, your shoulders, stretching into your hamstrings. A really excellent pose to get everything warmed up in one shot. Breathe in and out. Let's look between our hands now. We're going to step forward with our right foot. So we're bringing the right foot forward. Sometimes it's not easy to get that forward in one go. You're going to either step or walk that right foot forward. We're moving into a lunge. So the right ankle needs to be directly underneath your right knee. That alignment is crucial to preserve or to look after your ankle. Let's place the left knee down on the mat and just come up for a moment. There's a tendency to always shoot the knee over the ankle. Please make sure that that is in a nice straight line. We're moving forward. This is not a box. This is a lunge. So the hips are moving forward. Shoulders are straight, hips are straight. We're moving forward. So you're going to feel a lovely stretch into the groin area and into the hips. Let's tuck that back foot under. Place your hands down on the mat and lift the back knee up. Now, if you want to stay with your back knee down on the mat while your body is getting stronger, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, lift your back knee up and let's bring our hands to rest onto our right knee. Nice low lunge. Shoulders facing forward, hips moving forward. We're going to lift our arms up into warrior one. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Feeling the pelvis move down towards the floor. Breathe and hold. Opening up into the throat, the chest. Palms facing each other. Shoulders moving down. Strong legs. Breathe in and out. If you need to keep your hands in prayer, please feel free to do so. And again, if you need to keep that back knee down on the mat, you do so like this or like that. Right, from here we've held it nice and long. Let's breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. We're going to bring that back foot forward. Inhale, bend the knee and walk that back foot forward. Just getting yourself back in alignment. Your knees are bent. Deep breath in and out. We're going to reverse swan all the way up. Inhale. We exhaling all the way back down again. Swan dive. Back down into your forward standing bend. Your knees are straight. Let's breathe into a horizontal back. Inhale and exhale forward. Bend your knees. Place your hands down on the mat. Palms in front of and next to your feet. And let's step back into down dog. Again, palms firmly into the mat. Middle finger facing forward, fingers spread wide apart. Tailbone moving up to the sky, heels moving down to the mat. Shoulders moving away from your ears. Breathe and hold. Let your head hang loosely. With every exhalation, try and move your chest a little bit closer to your thighs. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's look between our hands. Breathe in. We're going to come forward into plank again. A nice strong plank. Engage those leg muscles. Press firmly into your hands. Your shoulders should be directly on top of your wrists. Neck in a nice straight line. Tight buttocks, tight leg muscles, tight belly. Breathe and hold. 3 deep breaths. After this one, inhale. We're going to exhale all the way down to the mat and come up into cobra. Beautiful. Feel the lower back stretching. Press into your hands. Open up into your throat. Shoulders back and down as you elevate up through your shoulders. Engage your buttocks. Your leg muscles should be nice and tight and strong. Hold and breathe. Beautiful. Let's tuck those toes under. Inhale. We're coming all the way back to down dog. Just realign yourself so that you've got the right length between your hands and your feet. Pressing firmly into your hands. Tailbone moves up. Heels move down to the mat. Chest's moving closer towards your thighs. Your head is hanging down loosely. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's look between our hands. We're going to step forward with our left foot. So remember, if that left foot doesn't come forward in one shot, you're going to just give it a hand. You're going to walk that foot forward so that you're in a low lunge with the left. You can bring that right knee back down to the mat. Let's just check our alignment, that the left ankle is directly underneath your left knee. You can choose to keep that back knee down on the mat. Just remember, you're in a forward lunge, not a box. It's a low lunge. Or if you're feeling strong, excuse me, let's lift that right knee back up and come to balance on your left knee. Hips facing forward, shoulders facing forward. We're going to lift our arms up into Warrior One. And if you find that a little bit too difficult, you can keep your hands into Namaste. Breathe and hold. Shoulders moving away from your ears. Open up into the throat. Open up into the chest. Palms are facing each other. Left hip moving back, right hip moving forward. Nice, strong leg muscles. Breathe and hold. Inhale deeply, one more. As you exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Hold that there. We're going to bend the back knee, or if your back knee's on the mat, lift it up. And let's walk that right foot forward to meet the left. Beautiful. You're now hanging down in a forward standing bend. Bend your knees slightly. We're going to reverse swan all the way up. Breathe in and exhale. Come to center. Beautiful. If you need to rest for a few minutes, please feel free to do so. We rest by grabbing the outside of our elbows, bending our knees slightly, and just hanging forward in a ragdoll. Alternatively, I'd like to move into one more salutation with a couple of variations. So, back into facing the short end of your mat, legs nice and strong, buttocks engaged, belly engaged, shoulders moving away from your ears, arms nice and strong. Breathe in, arms up. And as you exhale, swan dive all the way down into a forward standing bend. Your knees are straight, your hands do not need to come down to the mat as far as you can go. Breathe into a horizontal back. Inhale and exhale, forward bend again. Bend your knees slightly. We're going to flow a little bit more. Place your hands down on the mat. Step back into your down dog. Pressing into your hands, middle finger facing forward, fingers spread wide apart. Tailbone moving up, heels moving down, shoulders moving away from your ears. Chest is moving towards your thighs. Make your down dog count. Breathe in and out. In and out. Let's shift the weight onto our left foot and raise the right foot. Don't open up into the hip. Keep your hips squared. Move your left hip back, your right hip forward and down. Flex into that back foot. Tighten those leg muscles. Look between your hands. We're going to breathe in and we're going to swing this foot forward into pigeon pose. So this foot may come forward and be close to your pubis. If you can bring the foot all the way forward so that your right foot is close to your left hand. Whichever feels most doable for your body at this stage. Your left leg is extended out. Your right foot has come forward. Your hips are balancing in the center and your hands are on the mat in front of you. We're going to open up into pigeon pose. Move your shoulders back and down, open up into your throat, and start to walk your back leg out a little bit so that you start to melt into your hips. Breathe and hold. From here, if you're feeling strong, you can bring your hands up into prayer. If you want to hold that, that's fine. Bring them up into prayer. Or if you're feeling strong, then you can open your arms up all the way up above your head. Palms facing each other. Left hip moving forward, right hip moving back. Shoulders moving away from your ears. Open up into the throat and chest. Breathe in. And as you exhale, let's bring our hands back down to the mat. We're now going to walk our hands out in front of us to drop our forehead down to the mat. Walk your hands out, 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 stretch them out. You'll feel an intense stretch into the right hip. Just drop your forehead down to the mat and let go. Organically allow yourself to melt into your left hip. Allow your shoulders to melt. You'll find in a pose like this, the more you melt, the deeper you go. The more organic, the deeper you go. Let's breathe in and start to walk our hands back up into pigeon. From here, pressing into your hands, tuck your back foot in, your toes under, and let's breathe in, back to down dog. Beautiful. Back into your down dog. Check your posture, your alignment. Fingers are wide apart, middle finger facing forward, heels down to the mat, tailbone up to the sky, heels moving down to the mat. Let's breathe in. Shift your weight over to the right foot and lift that left foot up. Square up your hips. The back foot is flexed. Your left hip is moving down. Your right hip is moving up and back. Shoulders moving away from your ears. You're still moving your chest towards your thighs. Your left foot is at hip height. Breathe in and out. This is called a three-legged dog. Let's look between our hands. We're going to swing that left foot forward into pigeon and walk that right foot out. Remember that left foot can be tucked in as close to your pubis as you need it to be until you open up more. Otherwise, as close to your right hand as possible. Beautiful. Opening up into your chest now. Walk that back leg away. Feel yourself melting a little bit deeper into your hips. Open up into the shoulders. Open up into the chest and the throat. Inhale. You can hold it here. If you're feeling strong, come into prayer. Otherwise, arms all the way up. And palms facing each other. Shoulders moving away from your ears. Open up into your throat and chest. Feel an intense stretch into the groin. Intense stretch. It also stretches the kidneys. It's a beautiful, beautiful pose. Breathe in and out. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's bring our hands back down to the mat and start to walk your hands out in front of you, moving your back foot away, hands all the way forward until your forehead comes to rest on the mat. And allow yourself to let go, organically melting into the left hip. Sink into the mat. Breathe deeply in and out. Breathe in and out. Let's start to walk our hands back in. Beautiful. Hands back under as close as you can to your shoulders. Tuck your right foot in, balancing on your toes. Let's swing the left foot back out. Now your hips should feel a little bit more balanced. We're back in the down dog. Hold it, just get your alignment right. Breathe in. And as you exhale, we're coming forward into plank. Nice, strong plank. Hold that plank. Engage your belly, engage your arms, tighten your buttock muscles, tighten your legs. Neck in a nice straight line. Breathe in and out. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower yourself down slowly to the mat and come forward into cobra. Beautiful. Hold the cobra. Again, guys, please at any point if you need to rest. Knees to the outside of your mat, bum to heels, and just stretch forward into your child pose. Okay, and then you'll join us back into cobra when you're ready. Shoulders back and down. Open up into your throat and your chest. Let's lift the right foot up. Sorry, left foot. Left foot up, gazing over the left shoulder. Toes are pointed. Gazing over at your left foot, over your left shoulder. Press into your hands. You should feel a twist and a stretch into the side body. Beautiful feeling. Breathe in and out. Drop your left foot down. Let's inhale and go over to the right. Lift that right foot up. Press into your hands. Grow tall. Gaze over your right shoulder at the right foot. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, drop that down. Beautiful. Tuck your toes under. From here, we're going back into a down dog. Hold the down dog. Check your hands. Tailbone moving up, heels moving down to the mat. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Let's look between our hands and we're going to step forward with the right foot. We're going back into that forward lunge with the right foot. You can drop your left knee down to the mat, making sure again your alignment with your ankle and your knee is in a nice straight line. The knee's not overshooting the ankle. Let's open up into our hips, shoulders, both facing forward. You can keep that back knee down on the mat, or you can lift it up and bring your hands into prayer, or open up into warrior one. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Let's make a big circle with those arms back down to the mat. Pressing down firmly into the mat. Drop that back knee down if it's not already down, and let's lift that back foot up. I want you to take your right hand and bring it inside your right instep. So it's now your right hand has come inside and it's inside next to your instep. You're going to make a big circle with your left hand. See if you can find that left foot. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. We're just opening up. You can keep that back knee down, pressing into your right knee. We're just opening up to the left side to bring in a little bit of a twist. Breathe in and out. Inhale, and let's bring our left hand back. Right hand moves back to the outside of your right foot. Tuck your left foot in, lift your knee off the mat, bend your left knee, and step or walk your left foot back to meet the right, back to center. Your knees are bent. One hip should feel a little bit looser than the other. Let your head hang down loosely. Bend your knees and reverse swan all the way up. Breathe in. And we swan diving all the way back down again. We've got to do the other side. All the way down. Your knees are straight. Your hands are hanging loosely. We're breathing into a horizontal back. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees and place your hands down on the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, step back into down dog. You're back in your down dog. Breathe and hold. Fingers facing forward, tailbone up, heels down, chest to thighs, head hangs loosely. Breathe in and out. Let's breathe in, come forward into plank. Hold your plank. Nice strong plank. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Engage your buttock, your legs. Everything's nice and tight. Muscular energy. Breathe in. And as you exhale, just hold it. Engaging those leg muscles and buttocks and belly. Inhale. Now as you exhale, slowly lower yourself down to the mat and come forward up into cobra again. Beautiful. Hold your cobra. Let your head move back. Open up into the throat. Let your back, your lower back melt a little bit organically, increasing the stretch. Tighten your buttock muscles, tighten the leg muscles. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's tuck those toes under and breathe in, back into down dog. Right, now we're going to look forward again. We're going to move forward with our left foot. You step it or help it, give it a hand all the way forward and move into your low lunge. You can place your right knee back down on the mat. Make sure that your knee and your ankle are in a straight line. From here, keep that back knee down or lift it up. Come up and balance. And from here, you can move into prayer. Or inhale and lift your arms up into warrior one. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Squaring up your hips. Sinking into the pelvis. Right hip moving forward, left hip moving back. Breathe and hold. From here, let's breathe in and out and place our hands back down on the mat. Knee back down to the mat. Let's lift that back knee up. We're going to come and balance. In a minute, just balance on that left knee. Lift your back knee up and sit your foot up and see if you can come all the way around and reach that back foot. If you can't, it's absolutely fine. You can leave it down on the mat. We're going to open up. Sorry that my back's to you, but we're opening up. Left arm forward, right arm open, gazing over to the right. You can lift that foot up. Great. It'll increase the stretch or the twist. Breathe and hold. Release that. And bring both your hands back. Alongside your foot, lift your back knee up, bend your knee, and walk or step your right foot to your left foot. Check your alignment, hips over your ankles, head hanging down loosely, bend your knees. Reverse swan all the way up, breathe in, and exhale, arms into your heart center. Absolutely brilliant. You should be warm and hot right now. Let's breathe in, arms up, interlace your fingers. Call these unicorn hands, 3 fingers interlaced, index fingers pointing up to the sky, shoulders melting away from you as rib cage tucked in. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale. As you exhale, let's just lean over to the right side. Hold and breathe. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale over to the left. Breathe and hold. Beautiful. Breathe in, come back to center, and exhale down. Okay, from here we're going to just grab hold of the outside of our right and our left elbows. Separate your feet a little bit, bend gently into your knees, and just hang forward in the ragdoll. Let your head hang down loose. Deep breath in and out. We're just starting to cool down. Go inward. From here, you can place your hands back down on the mat. You can actually come down onto your knees. Turn sideways on your mat. Place your knees to the outside of your mat. Bring your bum to your heels. We're going to walk our hands out in front of us, dropping our forehead to the mat, and just stay there for a few breaths in your child pose. Breathe in and out. Inhale, walking your hands out a little bit further. Breathe out. Beautiful. It's time to walk your hands back up to center. You can turn to face me, and let's move back into a comfortable cross-legged position, or easy seat as we know it. Tailbone tucked in, rib cage in, shoulders moving away from your ears. Allow yourself to connect your sitting bones to the mat. Hold onto your knees. Open up into the back of your neck. You can close your eyes at this stage, please. Just drop your chin down a little bit. Deep breath in and out. Let's place one hand on top of the other and bring our thumbs together. So your hands are resting in your lap. Your right hand is on top of your left hand. Your thumbs are touching. Rib cage in, tailbone in, shoulders down. Eyes are closed. Deep breath in and out. Another deep breath. Just allow your breathing to be organic. Deeply in and slowly out. And just take a moment to consciously move through your body. How does your body feel in comparison to when you first started? And take a moment now before we finish up this class to set an intention for the rest of the day. However much time you have left available to you, to set an intention for how you wish to conduct yourself, to behave, to treat others, what you would like to accomplish, what you would like to bring to this world that will leave it better than how we found it. going quietly within. Inhale deeply. Exhale and open your eyes. Let's make a nice big circle with our arms, breathing in as they come up with our palms touching. Inhale and bring your hands down into your heart center as you exhale. Another big circle. Breathe in. Open up arms. Bring your hands to touch. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands into your heart center. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Open up into the back of your neck. Tuck your chin in slightly. I want to thank you for doing yoga with me today. I want to thank you for sharing this class with me. Namaste.